Well, hello, folks. I don't know if you were paying attention to the other live, if you paid attention to the other live, if you even know that the other live was up or not. I'm not going to be on here too terribly long. I'm just doing some tinkering, and it's been a really long time since I was able to do anything of substance. So I'm going to be working on doing a couple of decals and trying to get some stuff lined up. And just saying hello and letting everybody know that I'm not dead or anything like that. So, yeah. Oh, bumped my camera already. That's professional. I don't know if anybody can hear me or not, but it's kind of hard to check out the stream while I'm working. So I don't know if you want to talk amongst yourselves, and I'll try to catch up and check it whenever I can. But I got like 1,500 projects that I really want to catch up on in the next like 3 days. So hope everyone's doing well. Nobody showed up on my other live stream, so thought I'd throw one up there that didn't cost anybody anything and see how we did with that. So, is this the right one? Yes. Okay. So, anyway, what I'm working on right now is a Z28 for my good friend Bill Cameron. He has been very patient with me, just like a lot of other folks, and I am eternally grateful for his patience. So I'm going to do the best job that I can for him, just like I do with everybody else, and see if we can't at least get the decals done on the body of his car. So, enjoy watching me work. Talk amongst yourselves. That's about it. Just enjoy it. There's not much to do here. I will be showing off a few of the builds that I got going on. Here, I'm going to pull you down. I'm going to show you. You are sitting on my countertop. This is my workspace in the house. So, yeah, this is rough. But I'm actually making some headway, so can't really complain about that. I need tweezers. There are my tweezers. Just found these on the other live. Really excited about that. No, you stay up there. Stay. So anybody who knows Bill knows that Bill is a fine man, he's a man of God, works hard, good dude, love him to death. But he hurt himself the other day, and we're all super concerned about it. But he hasn't gone incognito or anything. But none of us have heard any updates on it, and we're all kind of worried about him now. So if anybody out there has the inside track on how Bill is doing, let us know. Can you hear Foggy back there yelling? Hey, you're being too damn loud. Shut your door. Do the dungeon thing. Come on. No, I'm opening the hood and I don't want to. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to use this decal that's actually on the front cowl to align the one that's on the hood. And then once everything's dry, I will trim it down and it'll be pretty seamless. There we go. Okay, so you'll also see that the blue isn't quite right. between these two. There are limitations to the printer that I use, because I try to use what I've got. And anyway, so I'm going to give the paint that I painted the rest of the car with, which, by the way, is the exact paint that's on the real car. I'm going to let Foggy use that, and she is going to touch up the blue lines that are on the outside of this. I just needed something that was close for a background. So we're going to let that sit on the side. So, folks, I finally, after about 6 months of not having it work, finally got my 3D printer, my resin 3D printer, corrected and working. And let me tell you, the results are astonishing. So I've got a good buddy out in, oh God, is it Arkansas or is it Kansas? I think it's Kansas. Hell, it might be Missouri. I don't know. Micah, wherever you're from, put it in the chat if you're in here. Anyway, he's got a wrecker. It's an old square body. And the 3D printer that I had, my Ender 3, it's pretty good, but it's still, at this scale, it just wouldn't print high enough quality. So I had to make my resin printer work. And look at that. Don't mind the blue, I oversprayed. But look at the rest of it. Oh my God, tell me that doesn't look so good. That looks like real. It looks almost real, but shrunk. So yeah, I was doing a little fat man happy dance over there in the living room when this came out of the printer. So I'm super stoked about finally being able to get this done for poor Micah. If you get a chance, go over to Empire of Rust and check him out. He is hilarious, fun stuff. He was actually walking around the No Name Nationals with like a Roman banner on a pike with his shirt on it, and we were all yelling, "Hail the Empire!" So I have also got, let me see, I've got this, which is ready to head to Foggy. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss Daisy. There's a couple of minor flaws to it, but man, when you see the video on this, which, by the way, will be the next video, it'll be out this Sunday, you'll see this one was a chore, but it turned out beautifully, and it's a roller. So I'm super proud of this car. Then we've got Clifford from Jack Stands and Cinder Blocks. Oh, I didn't tell you, this is from Rusted Metal Garage. This is Jamie's car. So go check out Rusted Metal Garage. Here is Clifford from Jack Stands and Cinder Blocks. I know, it just looks like a regular old Chevy truck, right? Like an old big, what is that, the C600? But no big deal. Nothing super special. But I had to print that tag axle, which was a nightmare. And you'll notice that I couldn't do the separation in the tires. And it's okay. You know, I'll just tell Jamie or Casey that he's got super singles on the fronts. But this one will be out probably next week. I'm really proud of how this one's turning out too. I wish Foggy's got to rough it up a bit and make it look like a work truck. But aside from that, I'm also doing a diorama with this one and the long bed Chevy mill truck that is Casey's too, because neither one of these is going to fit on a 1/64 scale card. So we came up with something different, and I think you guys will enjoy it. But I am buried under diecast here, and there's so much to show you guys on how much I've caught up. Oh, well, I can show you this. Okay, so I was whining about my 3D printer not working. Okay, so all of what you're about to see is the same windshield for the same truck. Okay? This is how many iterations I had to do of that same windshield for one truck to make it right. But man, when it came out right, it came out perfect. So I'm excited about finally having that resin printer working. Super stoked. I just threw some paint on this This is absolutely the wrong color for this, but it's going to be a little darker thanks to Foggy, and you guys will finally see the 1,000 subscribers special. Poor Eric has been waiting on that for better than a year now, but that's a good chunk of that was taken up because they hadn't come out with this model yet. So I could have 3D printed one, but it wouldn't have been the same. Working on the Fairlane Torino Falcon, whatever this is, for Lovejoy's Shipbox Sanctuary. So go check him out. I think this is the car he's working on right now, as a matter of fact. So, woo! I've got a Roadrunner project going on here. Okay, so let me ask you folks at home. I'll try to catch chat here. It's really hard to see on my device, but what does this look like to you? What car is that? It's obviously an Opar. I mean, it even says that on the side, but what is it? Here, let me see if I can manipulate my device here. What is that? Anyone? Oh, I can see Rusted Noodle. Hey, Jamie. I agree. Daisy looks amazing. A couple of minor flaws on the side. I had to grind off the trim, the chrome trim that on the side of the casting, but nothing crazy. Okay, nobody gonna guess what this is? This is a Roadrunner Formula S. Oh, I got it upside down. Come on, zoom in. No, I had it the right way up the first time. I think it's a 68, but I'm not sure. Okay, so this is one of the biggest problems with diecast is that, like me, none of the diecast guys are actually car guys. Okay, I only know my cars because I hang out with a lot of car folks. My best friend is a certified mechanic here in Dayton, but yeah, and I love my Superbirds, and I could pick out a Barracuda, but actually I kind of had a screw up with a Barracuda a couple of days ago. A friend of mine sent me a picture of a Barracuda or a Torino that had a real similar body shape to a Barracuda. Anyway, I know what this is because I've had to have this specific model a bunch of times. You know what I ordered and got this from? Does that look in any way like a Super Bee, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think it does. Might have the same roof line, but not the rest of it, and definitely not the front end. So this is the kind of stuff that I get to deal with. I order a Super Bee and I get a Barracuda. So anyway, yeah, I have no use for this. The only people that I know that have a Formula S are, they're in the No Name Nationals community. I can't think of their names right now. That's going to kill me. Anyway, if you can hear the wrinkling, that's a little treat that my wife got me. It's a coconut ball. So anyway, so things are actually moving in the right direction finally. They're getting there. That 3D printer, I'm talking through a mouthful of coconut. That 3D printer is really knocking it out of the park. Those are a set of Kragers in 1/64 scale, which are way better than what I could print on my PLA printer. So I'm excited about things actually happening right. Oh, hey, cool. Anybody need any glass wheels? I don't know how much use it'd be, but they look cool. So, anyway, that's where I'm at. I've got a bunch of die-cast stuff happening, and it's all happening really fast now because I got the printer fixed and things are actually moving in the right direction. I've got some other money-making schemes going on in the background with my t-shirt stuff, but generally speaking, I should be able to knock out a new video every week for you guys for about the next 6 years. Anyway, so this is what I get to work with. And I am now directly behind my device. So anybody wanted to say hi or chit chat, I'll give you a few minutes and I'm going to knock it off. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I've got quite a bit to catch up on. I am so excited about that. Look, it looks so good. I can't wait for Micah to see this. Hey, Colleen. How are you doing? Jamie, good to see you. Thank you for showing up. I do have something to request for everybody that's going to be up at midnight Eastern time. I don't know. Oh, hey, Jonathan. My buddy Adam has started a channel called Grease Spot Garage. Adam has a beautiful car that started out with him looking like this. You may remember this video from a couple of months ago. It's called Pandora. Well, Pandora doesn't look like that anymore. He is going to be he told me he wasn't going to be able to he told me he wasn't going to be able to post it until midnight. Oh, don't worry about it, Colleen. I did a paid live stream to see if anybody would be able to even show up. I know money's tight, and I just wanted to see if I could make a few bucks because, YouTube ain't paying me nothing. And, all this resin, those are pricey mistakes right there. So anyway, back to Adam. If you can watch his first video, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe. He's a good dude, and he's helped out quite a bit. Lives up in the Cleveland area. I don't want to give too much away in case, like he does a big introduction or whatever. But so, yeah, you said you watched it. It's good. One room for finger red number one more. Sure, I guess. What a nightmare. Look at that mess. I hate being in the house. I need heat in my shop. 71 Roadrunner in the background. Where are you seeing it? How can you see that? How can you see that from back here? Unless no, you can't see that one at all. Talking about this one? I am taking on all comers as far as projects are concerned, man. Yes, absolutely. I got to make some money so that I can get the No Name this year, first off. But I got to get all these projects caught up, and having that resin printer working again is definitely helping. So I'm going to be knocking out a lot of stuff pretty quick. You got any ideas, Dalton? Hang on, I got to yell at Foggy. Hey! You are being too loud, woman. I will bite you later, but I'm not sure the kids or my audience want to see that. Oh. Yeah, okay, so you know that Roadrunner. Yeah, it just showed up yesterday, I think. No, yesterday, not yesterday, Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Allen's Cars and Stuff. You want a 70 Riviera. Do they make a 70 Riviera diecast? Actually, baby, would you mind bringing me a pen, please? Well, Alan, if you'd like one, get a hold of me on my email, and I will absolutely take it into consideration. I'm sure that I could find something. If not, well, you saw this. I've got some pretty decent 3D printing capabilities now, so I might be able to just print the whole body. Never know. 3 projects. Would love to have a 70 D500 flatbed, 17 Jeep Renegade, 62 D500 dump truck. Well, you see that I'm working on Clifford here. You go over to Jack Stands and Cinder Blocks, you'll be able to see. This isn't done, by the way. It's really close, but it's not done. You'll be able to see. I can do the bigger ones too, but with this one and the long Chevy truck that they've got, that Casey's got, man, I've got to do something different. I can't fit that on a card. Either one of them, actually. They're both too long. Alex Taylor's car. I don't know who that is. It does sound oddly familiar, though. Like, should I know who that is? I should probably know who that is. Anybody that wants something done, I'm literally an email away, and I don't charge 2 limbs for these, but I have been told that I don't charge enough by more than one person, one of whom is in the audience right now. Pardon me. So, who is Alex Taylor? That's going to bother the crap out of me. That name sounds so familiar. If you're wondering why it's shaking, I have to hold it. Riding with Alex. Okay, I'll look it up. I could probably do it depending on what kind of car it is. There's only a blessed few cars that I haven't been able to find, like my own, for example. 65 C10. Yeah, I've got you. Even Mattel makes C10s in just about every generation, so not an issue. That's what it is. Yes, I do know who that is. Okay, I do know. Well, I'd have to ask her permission, because that's I mean, it's like everything else. If somebody else, if someone wants someone else's car made, I still have to get the permission of the actual creator to make the car. That's why I stick around with all of these guys, for example, because I can ask them directly. But sometimes folks, they're a little hard to get a hold of. I actually got a hold of a couple of folks that I'm super excited about doing their cars, but I haven't had the funds to get them done. And that's Kentucky Ballistics. I'm going to be doing the Ballistic Bandit for him, and I'll look her up. But if it's going to be commissioned, I'll let you know. Like, hey, this guy wanted it done, and get a hold of you and let you know that she said it was okay and that I could do it. Anyway, the Ballistic Bandit, and the Lamo from Robbie Layton. Well, if she's from the same place, man, well, go over there and ask her if you can, let your buddy make a diecast of it. 55 Savoy. Wow, that one's going to be hard to do. I've been looking for a, what is that from iSpider? 53. It's a Plymouth, I think. If you go over to iSpider Garage and look up oh God, not Elvira. What's that car's name? Morticia. If you go over and look at Morticia, you'll see Wayfarer. That's what it is. I've been looking and trying to find a Wayfarer for forever. So anyway, do you guys dig this? Sitting here, well, at the moment, I'm just kind of yammering on, but watching me work as the projects come together, do you dig this? Should I do lives like this? Because I work on these virtually every day. And whereas it might help my hours out, it might get a little monotonous. You guys, oh, he's getting the Dremel out again. Woo! So what do you think? Give me some feedback. If you're wondering why I'm breathing so heavy, yeah, I do that. Well, I'm not breathing heavy. I'm inhaling heavy. You know what I mean. 55 Savoy. Okay. Well, there's one vote. You're just excited about that one. That's headed off to Foggy here in literally 5 minutes. Like just as soon as I finish up with the live stream, both Ms. Daisy and Clifford here are going over to her so that she can do the final details on them and get everything prettied up. And I'm going to finish this one for poor Bill, who last I knew was going to the orthopedic. Oops. Okay, well then I'll try to clean up my mess a bit so that it doesn't look like. I appreciate that, Alan. Thank you. I'll clean up my mess a bit so that it doesn't look so cataclysmic. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'll do it. I'll try to figure out a decent enough schedule so that I'm not stepping on anybody else's lives, like Rob from Rob's Rods and Streetcars. He does his on Tuesdays, and so does Scott from 6% Recycled. There's a lot of stuff to work around, but I'm good with it. I don't care. I mean, and plus I'm shooting regular videos, pardon me, at the same time. So I'll do it. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you coming in, hanging out. We're going to be starting memberships, and Adam is calling me right now from the Pandora car. He's calling me right now. I'm sorry, dude. I love you, man. I hope you watch this back. I'll get with you in a minute. Yeah, nobody's really doing Mondays. I could definitely knock out a Monday every week. That wouldn't bother me. Anyway, like I was saying, I'll clean all this up, and I can't. I'm actually on my device right now, Jamie. I can't talk to him and you guys. So, and I will. I'll let him know you said hey. But there are a lot of other projects getting ready to start here very shortly, and one of them is really big, like 64 times the size of any of these. So, but that will be on my other channel. If you don't mind subscribing to that, it's called Pretending to be a Car Guy. Well, you're basically going to see a guy who knows enough to get himself in trouble, doing some dumb stuff to be certain to get himself in trouble. So Anyway, I appreciate everybody's hanging out. You can see my nightmare and how fast things are moving along finally. I mean, because I was stuck for months and months and months, and I couldn't do anything because I couldn't get the proper detail, and so many projects got piled up. But now that I've got this going, it's a snap. I mean, just look at the detail. So, anyway, folks, much love. I appreciate it, and I'll probably see you next Monday. In the meantime, Timmy, just go back and watch it later, man. All I'm doing here is yammering on and tinkering with some diecast. But yeah, so that's that. Anyway, much love, peace, love, happiness, and I am out of here. Be safe.